Meanwhile here, rain, snow and icy blasts have battered the country, causing widespread flooding. So what are your rights if your home or business has been damaged?
It really is. Now, as we've been hearing this morning, the wintry weather is forecast to tighten its grip again in many parts of the UK this week.
Well, the freezing temperatures come after another day of flooding caused havoc in central England, affecting homes and businesses across the Midlands. But what are your rights if your property is flooded? I imagine lots of you are going to listen to this. Ben has been investigating.
Yes. Now, the good news is most insurance policies, whether it's for homes or businesses, will include flood damage, storm damage. Knowing what to do in that situation, well, that's what I'm here to talk about. Good morning. Yeah, it can be incredibly stressful and traumatic even seeing your home or business being flooded. And if it happens, there are some really important steps that will help with the recovery process. First, contact your insurer as soon as possible. They can advise you about emergency accommodation or temporary alternative trading premises if your business has been affected. Next, jot down a list of the physical damage so that when the loss adjuster from the insurance firm comes along, you can give them an idea of the work that needs to be done and details of what you're claiming for. It can take quite a long time to disinfect and dry out your property and carry out repairs. It could be weeks, months, even years before you can move back in. Insurers and the Environment Agency can give advice on making sure repairs make your property more flood resistant in future. Now, some people may worry that putting in a claim for flood damage could make it hard to get insurance cover in future, but that is certainly not the case, and there are protections for people whose homes have been flooded.
The good news is that there is a scheme for homeowners, meaning that they will still be able to access flood insurance at an affordable rate in the future. That scheme is called Flood Re and has been in place and working well to benefit hundreds of thousands of properties up and down the UK over the last 7 or 8 years. And that scheme continues and will be available for people who have been flooded from the most recent weather events.
So, support is out there, but that doesn't mean it's always a smooth process for people. Far from it. Shan only moved back into her property in the village of Walston in Warwickshire in August after it was flooded during Storm Henk in January last year while she was away caring for her terminally ill mother. This week, the village, including Shan's house and garden, flooded again a year on, and she says she's learnt painful lessons on dealing with the situation.
I won't be fobbed off, perhaps like I was a little bit last year. I'm going to be much firmer with my insurance company and the loss adjuster and the restoration company. I know what to ask, what to say. But more importantly, I want to know long-term how we're going to sort this. I think people are sympathetic and they mean well, but they think that after today, well, we can get back to our lives. This will carry on for months. I've got to clear the whole of my downstairs, and your home may just be bricks and mortar, but actually it's your security, it's your identity, and it does knock you for six. It really does. Until you've actually been there, you don't know.
Well, our thanks to Shan for speaking to us at what's a very difficult time for her. And a reminder that as traumatic an experience as it can be, there are rules and agencies out there whose duty it is to help you. So always make sure you seek out the help that you're entitled to.